What's the best way to polish diamond plate? Checker plate. For the cats in the UK, aluminium. Aluminium. That's the way you say aluminium. Shut up. It's fucking aluminum, okay? Aluminum. Alright, so in this 3-minute video, I'm going to show you how I do the checker plate to actually perform the job. I'm going to teach you about checker plate. I'm going to tell you some tricks about checker plate, information about checker plate. This is the polisher's worst nightmare. Every polisher fucking hates checker plate. For the simple fact that when it starts to oxidize and it starts to corrode, you can't, like this flat surface, you can sand that all day. This, you can sand it. It's a pain in the butt. You don't get fully around the checkers like you should, so you can make it look better, but it's never going to be perfect. That's why this candidate here, this is very nice. You see the sheen in the checker plate? You see that sheen? We got some good checker plate. It's going to come up nice. I'm going to walk around the shop here. I'm going to see if I can find an example of some shitty checker plate that you should not even try. Alright, so even this checker plate here, it's bad, right? And this is where I did a test spot with Spitshine, by the way. You can watch that video on my page. But anyways, you see these little, it's the pits, okay? It's the pits you're not going to get out. Black stuff's going to cake up in here, and you're going to have this look here. Now, when you're done, you can spray this down and wipe it with a mineral spirits. It will take some of the black out of there, but either way, you're still going to see the pits. It's never going to look perfect. I mean, just like look up close at what that looks like. That is deteriorated aluminum. And anything that looks worse than that, just don't even touch it. Because what happens to aluminum when it's super chalky is when you add polish to it, all it's going to do is look gray. It's going to absorb the polish, it's going to look gray, and it's going to wash off. To get that true mirror finish, it has to be smooth, it has to be sand. So some tricks for you to clean up your checker plate before you polish, whether you're using a machine or by hand. Wash the checker plate with an SOS pad. Scrub it down with SOS. You can scrub the polish into checker plate with fine steel wool 4-0. Now you can also use a Scotch-Brite wheel, which is called a buff and blend disc. Some guys call it different things. You can go over your checker plate with that, then cut it out with the machine. Those are things that you can use to clean up the checker plate before you do it. Now everything I'm talking here about the actual polishing wise applies to everything. Guys will ask me, how do I cut a spoon? How do I cut a wheel? How do I cut this fucking door? It's all the same shit. If it's aluminum, it's the same process, just different pieces, different style. So you can use this video as a reference to any type of aluminum polish. So I'm quickly going to show you how I cut it, but before I do that, I'm going to explain to you so you understand. So when I cut, you're going to see me do a lot of fluid motion like this, back and forth. It's because each pass is running with each checker. You understand? And you just work your way up. And a side note, anything that's like this on the truck, facing this way, you're going to want to cut it up and down, because going like this, you're going to see all that in the sun. It's easier to hide the lines going like this. So let me show you quick how I zap this up, and then yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. So let's go.